Imagine this, you're splitting a dinner bill, your friend staring at you with that Venmo me look, and you panic. Because you're not entirely sure if you actually linked your bank account. Or if you even need to. You suddenly feel like you've been living in some kind of digital payment twilight zone. Am I right? Has that ever happened to you? That little jolt of wait, how does this actually work? We've all been there, caught in that awkward moment of digital payment uncertainty. Venmo, that seemingly magical app that lets you send and receive money with just a few taps, has become a staple of modern life. But behind the sleek interface and the satisfying cha-ching sound, there's a bit of mystery for some of us. Specifically, the question that lingers in the back of our minds, do I really need my bank account linked to Venmo? It's a valid question, and frankly, a pretty important one. In a world where financial security is paramount, understanding how your money moves and where it's stored is absolutely crucial. We're not just talking about a few dollars here and there. We're talking about your hard-earned cash, your financial peace of mind, and the safety of your personal information. Think about it. We use Venmo for everything, splitting rent, paying for concert tickets, reimbursing friends for that impromptu pizza night. It's become so integrated into our daily lives that we often don't stop to think about the mechanics behind it. We just tap, send, and go. But what happens when things go wrong? Or when you need to access your funds quickly? That's when the importance of understanding the connection between your bank account and Venmo becomes crystal clear. Now, let's break down the basics. Venmo, at its core, is a peer-to-peer payment platform. It allows users to send and receive money electronically. To do this, it needs a source of funds and a destination for those funds. That's where your bank account and debit card come into play. You see, Venmo operates on the concept of a Venmo balance. Think of it as a virtual wallet within the app. You can add funds to this balance from your linked bank account or debit card. When you send money to someone, it can come from this balance. And when you receive money, it lands right in that balance. But here's the kicker, you don't strictly need a bank account to use Venmo in a very limited way. You can receive money and hold it in your Venmo balance. However, and this is a big however, you'll soon find yourself hitting a wall if you don't link a bank account. Why? Because without a linked bank account, you can't withdraw your funds to your actual bank. You're essentially stuck with a digital pile of money that you can only use within the Venmo ecosystem. Which, let's face it, isn't very practical for most of us. Imagine you've received a few $100s from friends for a group trip. Great, right? But now, you need to pay for the hotel. Without a bank account linked, you're looking at potentially transferring that money to someone else's Venmo, and then asking them to withdraw it, a clunky and unnecessary step. Or you're limited to spending it at places that accept Venmo directly. Not ideal. Furthermore, adding funds to your Venmo balance becomes significantly more limited without a bank account. You're primarily reliant on receiving payments from others. While you can use a debit card, that can come with limitations and potential fees, depending on your card issuer. And if your card expires, you're back to square one. Let's talk about the speed of transactions. Linking a bank account allows for faster and more seamless transfers. When you use your Venmo balance, the funds are typically available instantly. But if you're relying solely on debit card transactions, there can be delays, especially if you're transferring large sums of money. Bank transfers are generally more reliable and predictable. And then there's the issue of transaction limits. Venmo has limits on the amount of money you can send and receive. These limits can be significantly higher when you have a verified bank account linked to your account. This is particularly important for those who use Venmo for business transactions or for larger personal payments. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, security. Many people are hesitant to link their bank account to any third-party app, and rightfully so. Financial security is a top priority. Venmo employs various security measures to protect your information, including encryption and fraud detection. However, it's essential to understand that any online platform carries some level of risk. That's why it's crucial to follow best practices, such as using strong passwords, enabling two-factor authentication, and regularly monitoring your account. 1 activity. 1. onlinepusda.com. onlinepusda.com. Think of linking your bank account as verifying your identity and establishing trust with Venmo. It streamlines the entire process, making it faster, more efficient, and ultimately, more secure. When Venmo can verify your identity through your bank account, it reduces the risk of fraudulent activity and enhances the overall security of the platform. But let's be honest, the real convenience comes from being able to effortlessly move money between your Venmo balance and your actual bank account. You can instantly transfer funds to cover unexpected expenses, pay bills, or simply access your cash whenever you need it. This flexibility is what makes Venmo such a powerful tool in our financial lives. So, to summarize, while you can technically use Venmo without a bank account, it's like trying to drive a car without wheels. You can push it, but it's not going to get you very far. Linking your bank account unlocks the full potential of Venmo, allowing you to send, receive, and withdraw money with ease. It provides the necessary infrastructure for seamless and efficient transactions. In practical terms, it's about access. It's about not being stuck with money in a digital holding pattern. It's about having the ability to move your money your way when you need to. It's about having the assurance that your funds are accessible, not just existing in a digital limbo. And while we're on the topic, remember to always be mindful of who you're sending money to. Double-check the recipient's username or phone number before confirming the transaction. And never, ever share your Venmo password or PIN with anyone. Be vigilant, stay informed, and use Venmo responsibly. Ultimately, understanding the relationship between your bank account and Venmo is about empowering yourself with financial knowledge. It's about taking control of your digital finances and making informed decisions. It's about knowing that when you see that Venmo me request, you can respond with confidence, knowing that you've got it handled. So, do you need your bank account for Venmo? While you can get by with a limited experience, linking it is the best way to utilize all its features. It's the key to unlocking the full potential of this powerful financial tool. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.